morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you decide to do your learning. Today we're going to be talking about another form of poetry. It is called the limerick. It's similar to a haiku in that it's short and focuses on syllables, but it's usually way more humorous. It should be a lot of fun. Let's get into the lesson.
All right, let's learn about the limerick. So limericks are a poem that is likely named for the Irish city and county of Limerick. However, some historians argue whether the limerick is actually Irish or English. It's clear that the word limerick comes from Ireland, but many of the historical limericks come from England. Many historians believe the word refers to an Irish tune, Won't You Come to Limerick, which follows the same metrical pattern as the Limerick poem we know today. Limericks are a 5-line poem that consists of a single stanza and an AABBA rhyme scheme. They are a short tale or description that is usually comedic and trivial in nature, meant to make light of a situation, or often poke fun at an individual. So, how do you write a limerick? A limerick is a single stanza with exactly 5 lines. All 5 lines are anapestic, meaning they follow an unstressed, stress metric pattern. However, a lot of limericks go beyond that pattern, so don't worry too much about the meter. What is important is that they rhyme with the first, second, and fifth line, which are typically longer, and they rhyme with the third and fourth lines, which tend to be shorter. Let's look at a famous limerick. Edward Lear is the most famous composer of limericks. Born in 1812, Lear was known for the genre literary nonsense. He published a book of nonsense in 1846 that contained 117 limericks. That's a lot of silly rhymes. Here on the right is Edward Lear's limerick number 80, which is probably his most famous. There once was a man from Nantucket who kept all his cash in a bucket. But his daughter, named Nan, ran away with a man. And as for the bucket, Nantucket. As you can see, limericks are pretty funny. The silliness of limericks make them seem perfect for children, but we can all enjoy a bit of comedy and simplicity at times. The fact that this quaint poem appeals to all ages has helped the limerick maintain its place in pop culture for nearly a century. Now, let's meet a man adding some levity to our situation by writing limericks about current news stories. I came across an article titled, Poetry Brings Utah Poet Tim Torkildson Joy Amid Coronavirus. Tim Torkildson, a former clown turned poet, says that I feel strongly that one of the reasons I was put here on earth was to make people laugh. It's still happening, and I'm grateful for that. He has been writing limericks about our current news stories. I'm going to share one with you. Recently, there was a news story titled, Coronavirus has largely spared Wyoming so far. Amid protests to open up, some worry the worst is yet to come. In response, Torkildson wrote this limerick. There once was a cowboy named Bill, who never, no never, got ill. He saddled his horse and drawled, There's no force to stop me from roaming at will. I hope today you learned a little bit about the limerick and that you're ready to try your hand at writing your own. Maybe you can bring a smile to somebody's face. Have a great day.